If anyone wants to speak to the topic, it is
homosexuality
is an agenda pushed on blacks and Hispanics. Right. And for the longest, the people that rule over us so treacherously. You understand? Have been pushing their ideologies on blacks and Hispanics, and it's only for one reason. That is to destroy us. You understand? What they are trying to do is they are trying to keep us and not trying to. They have actually beat us down to powder. You understand? They have literally beat the black man down to powder, man. We worse than fairy dust around here. You understand? We are worse than fairy dust. And these people just continue to pound away at us, man. You understand? The black man is the only one that does not have a voice. Right. Now, when it comes to the black woman, she's to be heard, right? She wants to be heard, and you must listen. But then, soon as the black man open his mouth and begin to speak and say something, he got to be quiet. And that's the one thing they want is to make our women super and hyper masculine, and then make our men just as weak and as effeminate as we could be. You know what I mean? And that is terrible. And then real quick, I got my brothers in here with me. I got the mighty man, Officer Bond in the building. Then we got Officer Cabal. You understand? On the ones and the twos. And then we got our brother Taquan. He on Clubhouse. On Clubhouse. All right, that brother out slaving. He done jumped on. You understand? He gonna add to. And again, if anybody wants to speak this down in the they want to come up. You understand? Say something to the topic or anything. Period. If you have any kind of comment towards whatever. You understand? It don't even matter. Y'all can come on, bring it. All right. But I want to start with those articles, brother. I want you to read. Give me that first one. You understand? To show about the racism that continues to go. I know that ain't on topic, but I gotta bring that one out too. You understand? Because that's important. That's important. I've been seeing in a lot of rooms. You know what I'm saying? This clubhouse thing just took social media to a different level. You know what I mean? No, I said that a long time ago because I remember being on Facebook at a point where I was typing and fingers would hurt. I was getting tired of it. You understand? Trying to type a whole thought. You know what I mean? And I was like, nah, this whack. I can't get jiggy with this. You're not anymore. So I turned around and said, well, if Facebook could talk, I think it'd be all right. Now Clubhouse would shut the hell up. They talking too damn much. You know what I mean? And they talking loud and they saying nothing. But again, like I said, they turn around and in these different rooms, everywhere that I look, it is salvation for everyone. These are even so-called Israelites, right? I ain't saying so-called Israelites, but these are Israelites, right? That's supposed to be in the truth. That's supposed to know the Bible. You're supposed to come from under Christianity, right? And jumped in the truth. Now you're supposed to have the knowledge of God for real. First you had knowledge of your pastor. Which wasn't nothing. Okay. That's what you had before. Was the knowledge of your pastor. Now you're supposed to have the knowledge of God, and you still pushing that Christian doctrine. And it makes no sense. The other nations of people are not going to be saved. There's not going to be equality for everyone. There's not equality for everyone right now. You know what I mean? There's no equality for us, is it, Obama? But it's equality for everyone, though. You know, only when it's against us. When it's against us. And you know what I'm saying? What we should be saying and what we should be doing, then it's, hey man, you gotta be fair, you gotta be equal, you gotta be one. You gotta earlier today, you know. I heard it again. And I was in this group with his brother. He didn't want to answer the question. He was a Christian, right? And he turned around and he said, just like I know, he said, I'm gonna use Cap for an example. At this point, I hadn't said anything. We hadn't went anywhere. But he just knew. He said, I know that Cap believes that there is not going to be salvation for everyone. That's what he said. And I said, yeah, you're right. You understand? That's what the Bible said. He said, but me, I believe different. So, and when I asked him about that, I said, show me in the Bible that salvation is for everyone. You understand? And he turned around and started talking about something else. He got into it with the moderator, and then they booted him out. And that was just his way of getting out of answering that question. You know what I'm saying? And then I wanted to get to the point, and that's why I want you to read that article. You know what I'm saying about racism, about what happened with this teacher. You know what I'm saying? I believe that was in North Carolina school. Read that article real quick, brother.
North Carolina charter school under fire after teacher calls students field slaves and monkeys.
Field slaves. It's 2021. Almost 2022. Akim. This is almost 2022. And we still going through it. We're still monkeys. They still calling us slaves. Like we're so-called free now. Right? Aren't we free? And they still call the teachers. The one you supposed to be going to learn your ABCs and 1, 2, 3s from. Whatever level you at, right? Your addition, your subtraction, your multiplication, right? Right? And then maybe if you go up a little bit, a grade or two. When you go from K through what's that? 12. You know what I'm saying? It's different levels to this. So they start teaching you algebra. You know what I'm saying? Like you just keep going up and up. This is who you supposed to be going to learn. And this woman called them what?
Field slaves and monkeys.
Field slaves and monkeys. That's all we are to these people, man. It's nothing but field slaves and monkeys. And guess what? You never going to turn around and be anything more than that in their eyesight. Right. They are never going to view you as a human. But you can cancel that. You understand? You can cancel calling yourself human and equal and all of that with these people, man. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Never going to be equal with them. You go ahead and read, brother.
Concern. A teacher has resigned from the North Carolina charter school after telling black students in her class that if not for the Constitution, they would be her field slaves. A comment that one parent brought attention to other racist incidents at the school. Winterville Charter Academy sent a memo which also referred to racially insensitive words being used by children in the class without any action from the teacher. That the teacher, according to the memo, Principal Anastasia Ryan was supported in turning in her resignation and will not be returning to campus. End quote.
So she gonna resign, huh? Say what she gotta say and then dip.
Well, a lot of times, they say, we're not gonna take your resignation. They try to make it try to smooth it over with the teacher. In this case, the principal was like, no, we support her resigning. No, she needs to leave. She quits and gets fired. One of the two is happening. Right. They're charter school. They're not supported by the state. Not as supported by the state. They need decent publicity. If she was in a public school, they'd brush that under the rug. She'll be at a school across the district.
Yeah, absolutely. These people, man. The white man is the devil. The Bible speaks. White man, woman, and child. I mean, how many times do we have to tell you this? You understand? How many times do we have to tell you who you're dealing with? You understand? You gotta turn around and say, you know what? There is something wrong with these people. But for me to 2021, right? They keep saying that you're not back in slavery. Get over it. They want us to get over it, Bob. We're not in slavery anymore. Your ancestors were slaves, not you. You understand? Those are the things that they say. Why do you keep treating us this way then? We are the only someone on the planet that just will not get rest from white people. Why is that? You gotta know that. This was one of the reasons why pastors you understand love to turn around and preach that mumbo jumbo instead of actually teaching the truth. They love to come in and hallelujah and all. They love that. But when it comes to hey pastor, what does this mean in the Bible? Okay, we ain't taking no questions right now. You know what I mean? Because he don't have no answers. He had no answers for you. None whatsoever. So this is why he turns around and lies to you every single Sunday. Because he's never going to be honest to tell you the truth. You can just cancel whatever hopes you had on this man ever telling you the truth. Right? I just talked to a sister yesterday that turned around and She is Baptist, right? She's a Baptist. Okay. and she turned around and said, "Oh no, my church, he teaches the Bible. No, he does not. Your pastor does not. No, he tell us to follow God, Jesus. No, he does not. You know what I mean? I kept telling her, no, he does not. And she finally, why do you say that? So I turned around and had to show her. And once I started showing her, once I started showing her in the scriptures. You know what it was? It was time to go. Right. It was time to go then. That's it. Like, do you know this? Do you know that? You know what this saying? No, I don't. Well, wait a minute. You said you follow. Your pastor teach you to follow God and follow Jesus. Or is he teaching you to follow that religion that you in? Because that religion that you in is the things that they say and what they teach is not in the Bible. You understand? So why would you turn around and claim to want to follow Jesus? Right? That's what I don't get. Come on, you. They turn around and claim they want to follow Christ. They want to do what the Lord said. They want to one day be with Him. Ain't that what they say? They say one day we're gonna be with the Lord. Well, how you gonna be with him? You don't even know what he said. And how he even said to be with him? Because they actually think that they're going to be next to his throne. They really think that they're going to be standing next to the Most High. You understand? Dressed in white, and they cup running over. They really believe that. They really believe that, when that's not what the Bible's talking about. You're never going to be next to the Most High's throne. Like what make you think that you won't get consumed standing next to that throne of fire? You know what I'm saying? Like, you are complete filth and trash and garbage and everything else waste. And you think you're gonna be sitting next to his throne? Like, come on. You teaching our people lies, but you want to be next to the throne of God. You're a homosexual and a lesbian, but you want to be next to the throne of God. You're an adulterer or an adulteress, but you want to be next to the throne of God. You are a pork, shrimp, and lobster eater. Just as stank as it can be. System is just organs is just all over the place now. You know what I'm saying? You're killing your inside. All the trash that you eat, and you think you're gonna be next to the throne of God? Are you crazy? Like, that is ridiculous. But every Christian believes that they are going to be next to that throne, and that's not what the Bible says, man. And we have to stop teaching our people these lies. Okay, it's a morning article. Because if that was pretty much it, we can go to the next one.
That's pretty much the point.
All right, no sweat. Go to the next one, man. And I definitely want to get on this homosexual mess. You understand? Because we're gonna find out what the Lord said about that. Give me that description. Give me the law on homosexuality.
Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
All right, that's actually a good one. Hold on. One second. That is definitely. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, brother. You want to say something?
I was saying, we can barely hear you now. You cut like that, getting real bad.
Okay, what about now? That a little better?
Come on.
All right, most sign correct. All right, the brother just read the scripture about there being no whores of the daughters of Israel and no sodomites against the sons of Israel either. Right. So that means blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, all 12 tribes of Israel, you're not supposed to be gay or lesbian. And give me the one in Deuteronomy with the law. Or is it Leviticus? To where homosexuals are supposed to be put to death. Leviticus 20 and 13. It's in two and Deuteronomy 23 and 17. Yep.
Leviticus chapter 20 verse 13.
Come.
If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination.
They committed a what?
Abomination.
Committed an abomination, man. And an abomination is something that the Most High hates. You understand? You are doing an act that God is absolutely, totally, completely displeased with. He hates it. You understand? And guess what I do too? Okay. I'm getting sick of seeing them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like everywhere we gotta deal with looking and seeing a homosexual. Now you gotta hide your heterosexuality now. That you can't openly heterosexual. But you can openly be a homosexual and everything's fine. But as soon as you talk about how much you love women or you love men, they want you to be quiet about that. They don't even want to hear that. But when it comes to you being with the same sex, you can be who you are. Barack Obama and Michelle Obama will come send you gifts. Didn't they do that to that kid? Yeah. How old was he? 15? Wasn't he 15? I
think it was like 15.
14 or 15 years old. What'd you say, Warrior?
No, I was just saying.
Damn right. They turned around. And this kid was 14 or 15 years old, a little brother, right? That shouldn't even be sexually active doing nothing right now. Even with a girl. Do you understand? He's a child, man. You understand? The Bible says there's a time and a place for all things. At that age, that ain't the time. You know, for you to be having no kind of sex, and especially no gay sex.
Right.
Especially no gay sex. But they turned around and encouraged this little guy and started sending him gifts and pushed him to be even more open than what he already is. They was congratulating him. Hey man, this is a good thing that you do. Be you. Come on out. You understand? Come on out even more. Be you. Nobody's encourages white people when they're gay. Nobody even goes to them and say, hey, you know what? Be you. Come out of the closet. It's okay. Nobody says anything to them like that. But our children, why do they do that? Go ahead, Cabal.
Because that's natural to their custom. That's natural to their culture. Right? They embraced homosexuality in their culture from the beginning of their recorded history. The greatest philosophers said that they only were with women to procreate. But the greatest pleasure that a man can have is between a boy's butt. Like this is their culture. So you don't have to encourage them. That's like saying you gotta encourage black people to eat fried chicken. No, you don't. Fry it up, put it on the table. They got you. You ain't gotta say nothing to them about it. Say anything bad about it, and they still gonna eat that chicken. Why? Because that's in them, right? Being homosexual is in them. It's part of their culture, and it always has been.
Absolutely. You all right. You understand? Doing all bestiality. Period. With animals, with men, with women, with dogs, and cows, and pigs. They don't care. They get down with whatever. You understand? That is ridiculous. I remember the video that went viral. Cop pulled some guy over, two white guys. You understand? Pull him over. He had his dog in the car while he was running his information. The guy got out the car with the cop, got the dog out. Right, and he turned around and asked the dude, "Have you had sex with her yet?" What the hell? It went viral on Facebook. You can check it out. And the cop actually asked dude that he, but I forgot what his answer was. But I'm pretty sure it probably was. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what they like. That's what they do. You understand? But the Most High, he has laws against that kind of nonsense. He has laws against that filth. And our people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the children of Israel, it's not supposed to be homosexuals. We're not supposed to be lesbians. And that's what the law says. They're pushing this agenda on our people, and they're starting with the young ones. Like think about was it a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, when all this stuff when that first teacher came out. Hold on. It was the guy. I think it was a guy that was teaching children about being homosexual in the library. You
talking about the trannies story time where they had women dressed in drag read books to little kids in libraries.
That's it. Is that the one that sparked all of this? Is that the one? Is that the one? Or was it something else? I can't remember which one happened. But it was something. I know that you dead on. That's what I'm talking about. But I can't believe. I can't remember if it was this situation, this instance, or if it was something else that sparked this. To where they started going into schools. Where they started with the teachers. It was a black teacher that was teaching the class about being a homosexual to 6-year-old children. This guy was teaching 6-year-old children. This was after one of those incidents. It was either that one that you just talked about, where the guy was teaching in the library. I can't remember what it was, but it was something that sparked all of these teachers and all this push. On the kids. I can't. It might be the one. We'll just roll with that one. I mean, because it's all sick. It don't matter which one it was. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But they turned around and started pushing this on little children, man. And now little children can decide on what gender they want to be. If you're a little boy, you can say no. I'm a girl. And you can go in the girls' restroom, use the bathroom with the girls, and you're a boy. Ain't no men, ain't no boys finna be in no damn bathroom with none of my daughters. And vice versa. No little girls should be in the bathroom with the boys. That's the whole point of having restroom for little boys and girls. And then when you get older, like say for instance, you at school, it says boys and girls. Then you go to Walmart, you go to Target, it says men and women. You understand? Still showing you that this is something that needs to be separated. You understand? Men get to go in this one, and women get to go in that one. There should never be the opposite sex in the same damn bathroom. And I remember on one of my contracts, I went in and they had just hired a slew of homosexuals. You hear me? They had about 5-6 homos all place about Europe, and they turned around and they had a couple of lesbians and a couple of sissies, right? And the lesbians was using the men's restroom. I go to the contract. I see the goddamn women coming about the men's restroom, man. I said, man, get out of here. They trying to push this mess all over the planet. All over the earth. All over the earth. Guess who they trying to push it on? They trying to push it on. They're pushing it on our. Like you said. That's their culture. That's their culture to be gay. To be gay. That's just in them. That's just in their DNA. Is to be gay. Right. But our people, we ain't like that. You understand? Naturally, our brothers, you understand, was men. Our sisters were women, and we desired to be with the opposite sex. It's like the more we stay here, the more disgusting we become. The more we want to be more of a devil than the devil. We want to be a bigger devil than the damn devil. We want to do more. We want to do more. We want to be sicker than him. We want to be more vile and disgusting than he is. It's complete shame, man. It's a complete shame when we as a people, man. You know how we like to talk about ourselves, right? We kings and we queens, meaning that we royalty. Then why the hell don't we act like all day long, every day, in everything, not some things, not just walking around talking about hey king, but then the king acting like goddamn queen. You understand? Come on, man, that makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. Okay, go ahead, come on.
Precept.
Go ahead, come on with. Go ahead.
The book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. Arise, and depart. For this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction. Our people getting too comfortable. Right? We buying into their system because we relax it. At one point, our people knew who their enemy was, and that's what kept their culture so far from us. Because we knew that that's our enemy's culture. Why would we accept what our enemy does? Now we look at them as a friend. That's what Martin Luther King has done. That's what these so-called black leaders have done. They made it more comfortable to us to accept their culture. That's why there even is a quote unquote gay agenda. They don't have it for everybody. They have it for us because we reject their culture. Captain Zariak was proven. When he had the Hamites on there, they were the first gay man. Was the Hamites? You know what I mean? That's why they want us to accept any culture that practices that homosexuality, that bestiality, because it's not. It only has to be. It only has to be pushed on us. It doesn't have to be pushed on them. They freely accept it. You don't have to push it on them. It's like the same thing with pork. It's like the same thing with pork. At one point, you had to kill us, and we still wouldn't eat pork. Now we beat you to the line to get the bacon. I've never heard an Edomite talk about eating no snoop. So-called black people eat the face off of pigs. Okay, so that's what this is. It's the same thing. Them pushing their culture on us. And we're the only one that needs to be pushed on because we're the only ones who don't accept. We're the only ones who know. We're the only ones who know that this is wrong.
Absolutely. And you show right about that. And you show we the only somebody that brag about eating pig feet, snoot, and cheeks, and forehead, and everything. Hey, what the motherfuckers say from the ruler to the tooth? Go ahead. Everything but the oink. Come on, man. Come on. Good night. You show right. You understand now, and we done pulled those articles several different times. To where our people even got into fights and have killed each other. I think the last one that we read was a mother that killed her son over eating her pork chop. You looked at her when you get shot.
Okay, I was gonna say I saw the one with the I think it was a brother that stabbed his sister because she ate his pork chop sandwich.
That one too. It goes down. You know what I'm saying? It goes down. Like you said, we the only somebody that you gotta push this kind of mess on black people. Once you get us to settle and take it, then this is what we do after. You understand? You understand? Look at how many gay men and women sit and fight about it. They are extremely domestically violent towards each other. They talking about some they all about being gay and love and happy. No, the hell they ain't. They got demons. You understand? And they are trying to kill each other. All of them fight. Go ahead, Kabal.
One of the first articles I pulled up. A man in Jennings used a shotgun to settle a fight with his uncle over a pork steak.
That was her. That was her.
Yeah,
that's one of them. He used a shotgun. You know that's a Negro, man. Like you said, you push this agenda on us, and once we accept, this is what we do right here. Fight each other and settle a pork chop dispute with a shotgun. Come on, man. Read some of that.
All right, this is from St. Louis Post Dispatch.
Right, so it ain't one of those. It ain't no bogus article. You understand? This is a legit article. This actually happened. You understand? Don't say that everything is what is it? Satire and fake news and all of that. Don't say that. Everything is not fake news. Go ahead.
John Cunningham, 43. 2000 block of Wedge Drive in Jennings was charged Monday with first degree murder.
Whoa. What was he charged with?
First degree murder.
He murdered. It was his nephew? Uncle? His uncle. He murdered his uncle. He murdered his uncle. 43. He 43. Over a pork chop. Man, how much food we give pork? Well, we don't give away no pork.
Trial of kind.
Let me clear that up. You know what I'm saying? Why say that? They be like, oh, I can go to ISPK. No, you cannot. Let me clear that up. Let me clear it up. But you know how much food we give away here.
Right.
Hannah's giving out tons of food. You ain't got to fight over no food. You can come get fed. You come eat every single day if you needed to. You had no food. It had no way to even cook yourself a meal. You can come here every single day.
Right.
And you ain't got to pull no shotgun. You ain't got to fight. You definitely ain't going to come out of here with no charge. You ain't going to get charged for food. You ain't going to get no charge. You ain't going to get no charges for the police. And you ain't going to get charged for how many plates you ate. You understand? You just come here and eat. Goddamn night out. Like you said, man. I'm going to say it again. This is what we do when we accept the agenda that's being pushed on us. Instead of being a man and fight. You understand? Instead of being men, like all of the actors that jump in a dress just to get paid. You understand? I see, and this is y'all know I be watching my Judge Mathis. Right? This was what was that about? What was that about? Hey, I gotta take that brother to council. Do I hear a council coming on? But y'all know I be watching my show, man. I watched this episode. His brother, he said he was an upcoming, comedian, been doing a comedy for about 3 years, stand up or whatever. And he turned around. His woman, he was mad at his woman because she did not take an opportunity to be extra movie with Tyler Perry. She did security for him. And then he told he said, "Damn, I think you'll look good on the camera." So he told her, come on in this meeting. Let's talk about it. We'll discuss your pay and this and that, and we'll go from there. And she declined. She didn't want to do it. And the dude got mad. And he started. Judge Mathis started explaining to him. He said, "But how did this ruin your career? How did this stop you from, because she got an offer and then rejected it? So how did this affect you in your career, your comedy, and what you do?" He was like, "Man," he said, "But I mean, this was once in a lifetime opportunity. How you then he turned around. He said, but they wanted a woman. He said, this wouldn't work. He didn't want as a movie extra. He wanted. He said, but dress up. But Dia dress up in as a woman all the time. As a woman all the time. He said, but that. He said, but that. Your woman don't. Your woman don't. What that got to do with? She like. He said, man, she like that. Sometimes she do like that. He said, you would do it too. You understand? You understand? And that's the thing about it. Is that we'll, especially for some money, we'll do anything strange for some change. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. That little bit of money ain't worth. You know what I'm saying? Completely humiliating myself on TV playing a role as a woman. I'm not a woman. You understand? You understand? And if you ask me, that character that Tyler Perry plays is not funny either. A woman can play that role. You know that, right? You know that, right? It's a lot of women that's tall like her. It's kind of big like her, and act a fool like her. You ain't got to do all. You ain't got to do all that. It's a woman. It's a woman that can play that role, but he's pushing that. And he's pushing that agenda. And he got paid. And he got paid for it. So now you think you gonna get paid for it? Go ahead, come on.
That's a wacky. But the main ones pushing that, especially in that aspect, is the Black Christian Church. Because I remember when I was a Christian, we used to go on like trips or whatever to the Amish country. That's all it was watching. Was Medea. Right. All the people in the audience, they came in there. They Sunday's best right after church for the play. Right, the Christian church is what supported that homosexuality in the black community. Right? They've always been gay choir directors and musicians and all this other stuff. But they're the ones that push it. And that's why I tell people that. Christianity is just the religious arm of white supremacy. It's pushing their culture into our community, right? And it makes us feel like it's okay, and like God is okay with it. But like you just read, the Most High God has laws against it.
Absolutely, and that's it, right? And that's it, right there. I was just finna say that. They turn around and the reason they pushed it in the churches is to make you think in your mind, this is a godly man. This is a godly man. So God must love like what they actually take. They teach that. Who was that? Joel Osteen? That was on TV. Now this woman is. She's a comedian. She's an actress. She's an actress. No, she's a comedian. She's a comedian. She's an actress. I don't think just straight actor. I don't think she did much comedy. I can't say it about her. But she's an actress. She's an actress. She's a filmmaker. She made a couple films. She made a couple films. She's a talk show host. She had her own show. Right? She had her own show. She got her own TV channel now. Right? That's her. She's a TV. You understand? She's a radio personality. You understand? Who gave her the authority to speak for the Lord and say that God loved gays? And then Joel Osteen co-signed that garbage talking about that it's gonna be gays in the kingdom of heaven. No, the hell it ain't. And if it was, I'm sick of seeing them here. And if in the kingdom, it was gonna be, I'll just stay out here. I'll live out here, and I'll see y'all. Nobody want to see that in a righteous place. You understand? In this filthy place, everything goes on. You understand? And like I said, they're starting to push this mess on the children. Well, they've been doing it, but it's more and more. They're pushing it more and more and more. My rib, let me see. One of the students, that she worked for, mother was pushing that is three agendas on this baby. This child was, I believe, under the age of 8, and her mother is pushing on her that is three genders. And where does the third gender come from? You understand? And all of that's for confusion. All of that is just to confuse. You understand? And like you said, that's the Christian church's responsibility. You understand? For them allowing everyone to come in and just rape us and murder us. and murder us and destroy us and rip us to shreds, man.
You understand? This is what we doing now.
This is what we doing now
because we have accepted
the things that the other nations of people do and push on us. Because homosexuality must look good in your eye. It look good to see two white guys hugging and kissing or something. I don't know what look good about that.
Because you see them do it, because they make it okay.
And then this is what gets me is that when a brother or a sister comes out or plays a role on TV, it is just the funniest thing.
And then they get all this
backlash though.
At that moment while they playing the role, or they doing the comedy, because
at one point everybody was doing some gay comedy. Are they still doing it? Because I hadn't really watched much comedy lately. Have you watched any of them? You watched any of them?
Seen much gay comedy?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't recall.
You know what I'm saying? Because these people nowadays, they just not funny.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
that's what a lot of them talk about is homosexuality.
And I used to see and hear.
The comedians back in the day, that's all they was talking about, especially with Michael Jackson.
They would all say,
I'll let Michael Jackson
$1 million, hell yeah.
And that was just a agenda being put, because that's not funny, man.
Michael Jackson was
supposedly molesting little kids. I don't care if they was white. He wasn't supposed to be molesting nobody.
You understand? He's an Israelite.
He wasn't supposed to be molesting anyone.
So I wouldn't take no
amount of money to be raped.
You understand?
Who would even make a joke? Who would even make a joke about that?
At that point, that's not rape. It's prostitution. So if you could be a male prostitute, just say that.
Right.
But either way it goes.
That's sick.
That's sick for that to even come out of our mouths.
I could care less what the other nations of people say or what they do.
What they do
don't affect me.
Right. When
I turn around, that's just like our sisters are just as gullible and just as simple as they could be.
They turn around, they'll get
with a lot of guys. I had a sister that
asked me one time,
called me and asked me. She said, "What?
My
man, he came to me and said, girl, please." She said,
"I wonder is he gay?"
He sound like it. He sound like a homosexual. I said, "Was he being serious?"
It just started
coming out more and more as they were talking.
And I said, you have to ask me, is he gay?
I said, he don't sound gay.
It was more and more stuff that you kept saying about him.
I'm like, damn. He
don't sound like a sissy to you.
I just don't know.
And see, by her being with this homosexual,
right?
And then him possibly having AIDS. I'm giving a scenario now.
Giving a scenario
now. Not saying that they actually did or he did or whatever.
But say
a woman, right?
A woman,
that's looking for a man,
finds one, and he's homosexual.
And then he has
AIDS. And then you turn around and leave him. Say you don't know it, right?
And then you give it to someone else.
And then you give it to someone else.
That's going to affect me.
Right?
Because if I turn around and try to find a woman one day,
you understand it possibly
and don't damn know it,
that affects the black community.
So that's why a lot of people ask me why you.
It ain't just black women that's whores. White women is too.
I don't care about no white women.
I want my sisters to get it together.
Well, black men ain't the only ones that's gay. It's white men.
I don't care about white men who big. I want my brothers to get it together.
I want for us to live right.
I don't care
because
because
Africans
what they do. Who cares about an African?
They can do whatever they want.
They can do whatever they want.
Nothing that they do would affect me. You understand?
Whoever they lay down with,
I have no because I would never get with.
What's some of the African women names?
What's some of the African women names?
Umbibi.
Is that what African name?
Is that what African name? Give me.
That wouldn't affect me.
Wouldn't affect me, man.
You know.
And then, like I said, something else that we need to start thinking about is our kids with this nonsense.
Because they're gonna get older one day,
and they're gonna want to be with somebody, and so they get with the wrong somebody.
Right.
You understand? There was a.
Damn. What show was this?
think what this show was. But it was Bosley show. When it was on the radio. Show when it was on the radio. Before he started streaming live. I think he's still on the radio, ain't he? Mayor Bosley. I think he's still on the radio. He still got a radio show. And he turned around and had a sister on his show that had claimed it was her first marriage, first man, all of that. And this dude gave her age, knowing that he had it. You see what I'm saying? Everyone could possibly be a victim like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew at that time. But at some point he didn't. Right? He contracted it from someone else. And then he started giving it to others. He turned around and gave it to her. And then now she's an advocate for AIDS, wearing the different colors for AIDS. Stop the AIDS, transmission of AIDS, and all this stuff got to go around and talk about it. That's why I care. You understand? Because they could have been in a healthy relationship without the damn AIDS. You see what I'm saying? If we would turn around and obey God, we could turn around and have a decent family. We can have a decent family without all the damn diseases, without all the STDs and the super A's and the super A's and the super. Ain't everything super now? Ain't everything super now? Everything is super now. Super STDs. Okay, ridiculous, man, and disgusting. You know. But this is why we have to. Obey God rather than men. Go ahead.
That's right.
Go ahead. Read that article. Cause we done with the report. That's ridiculous, man. To turn around and shoot and kill your uncle. Anybody. Even if this guy was a complete stranger. Because he ate your pork chop sandwich.
Salaki. I was actually reading further in the article. It wasn't because he ate the pork chop sandwich. It was because one of them wanted to cook pork steaks and one of them wanted to cook pork chops. So since the uncle wanted pork chops, he wanted pork steaks. He shot the uncle so he can have his pork steaks.
What's the difference? What's the damn difference? One is just bigger than the other. Like damn. Come on, man. That's disgusting. Go ahead. That's terrible. That's terrible. Man. One won't pork steak, and the other one won't pork chop. And so y'all had to argue about that. Instead of just frying them both. I mean, damn. Like who cares? Who cares? God damn. But that's our people got some demons on them, man.
That's right.
And they get them from the white man. We get them from our oppressor because he's an animal. Guess what? We were forced to eat pork. By murder. By them killing us because we didn't want to eat it. And look at what you do now. Now that you do. You not only fighting and arguing and killing over the last one, but now it's which one we gonna eat. This is the one. Have we ever argued about what we gonna eat in here? When we get to eating and drinking, ain't nothing to argue about. It's time to eat. And if one brother wanted burgers and one wanted chicken, we gonna make a way to get everybody what they want. And not argue and fight about. You understand? That's terrible. That's terrible, man. That is terrible. Brother. Read it. Go ahead, brother. Read it.
Students walk out and protest after a high school allegedly bullied gay teen.
Bullied gay teen. They turned around and walked out the school and protested. And you know they've been doing that. Like I said, they've been pushing this agenda. They really pushing it on to where now they're the advocates for the LGBT, elemental P, XYZ community. You understand? Now the kids is out advocating for this nonsense, man. that little gay teen, he'll just be getting bashed. He'll just be getting his ass whooped. I remember boy Roosevelt. Hey, you remember Roosevelt was notorious for that. You would get your ass bashed at Roosevelt. I seen it happen several different times. You come in class with up in a twist if you want to. I'm telling you, they catch you somewhere, man. That was every day. I'm talking about every day. Gay bashing. Gay bashing. Nobody likes gays. Nobody likes gays, man. Get that through y'all head. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes you, man. Nobody likes sissies. Nobody likes lesbians. Nobody likes lesbians. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes you.
Right.
You're filthy. You're filthy. You're disgusting, man. You are filthy and disgusting human beings. And nobody likes you. And nobody likes you. That's why they was gay bashing all over the place. All over the place. And I'm telling you, I used to see that every single day, man. It was I'm telling you, it was all day, every day. As soon as if they thought you was a sissy, if they thought you were a homosexual, they was whooping your ass. Straight up. If you made the wrong kind of movement, you know what I'm saying? They would indicate that you just a touch soft. Just a touch soft. They was whooping your ass. And I saw this every single day. And guess what? Now they turn around. They've been pushing this agenda. And now no one seems to have their fight in them now. You understand? The only somebody that got their fight against these sissies is the eyes gay. We ain't going for it. You understand? You understand? You ain't coming in here no sissy. You understand? Ain't gonna stay in here. No, it's not happening. No, it's not happening. You understand? Go ahead. Come on.
Precept real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
Book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 26. For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affections. Just to be clear, the definition of the word vile. First definition is extremely unpleasant, right? Or morally bad and wicked. Right. So this is something that is unpleasant. The Most High God created it to be disgusting. He made you to be disgusted at this. This is supposed to be what they call love. Their affections are disgusting. Right? I'm gonna keep reading. For even their women to change their natural use into that which is against nature. So lesbians don't get away from it either. Right? Verse 27. Right? Verse 27. And likewise, also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another. Men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves the recompense of their error, which was meat. So this, because you read the law where it said so. But a lot of Christians and a lot of our people, they somehow think that the so-called New Testament contradicts the Old Testament. No, the New Testament explains it. The Most High didn't change that homosexuality was vile and disgusting and an abomination. It's still the same thing even after Christ. These are other letters of Paul. Right. Another one. He still alive. When Christ was still alive and he was doing his ministry, and after he died, things changed. Whenever time period you want to put the change at, clearly it didn't change. If it did, if you saying it changed afterward, then hey, we got to roll with that. So if it changed, after, and now he ain't on accept homosexuals, we got to roll with that. According to how they say, that's how it goes. And when Christ was here, he accepted it, which he did not. And then once he's gone, it changed, and now they don't accept it. Then let's go with that. We got to roll with what's in the book. Go ahead. We know the scriptures say that effeminate won't even make it. Not even necessarily that being gay, being too soft. You a sissy, you can't make it. Sir.
So sissies can't. Sissies most definitely ain't make it. You know. And like I said, who even teaches this nonsense other than Christians?
Right.
Other than the ones that want you to accept them for their gay love. Like I said, nobody accepts you. Nobody likes you. You understand? Get that through your thick skull. Nobody actually likes homosexuals. Homosexuals don't even like homosexuals. That's why they sit and fight like they do. I turn around and have seen them argue and fight with each other, calling each other sissies. How you dissing him? How you dissing him? You know what I mean? When you know what I mean? When you a sissy your damn self. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So homosexuals don't even like homosexuals. They really don't even like. They really don't even like being gay. They just that way because. Something happened to them in their childhood. More than likely, they got molested. And do you remember that? And do you remember that when that brother came to us at camp? What you at that camp too?
Right, man.
I think the camp was over in East St. Louis. What you say, Warrior? What you say, Warrior?
I got to run. I was just getting back in this world. I ain't
ain't no swear word. That camp that we had over in East St. Louis. And so who was up there speaking? I forgot. Was it you or was it Q? Yeah, somebody was Q. Yeah, somebody was up there speaking. And they was going in. And the sissy come from across the street. Homosexual come from across the street. Start taunting the camp. Running his mouth and doing all this, jumping around and twerking and doing all kinds of nasty stuff. So I jumped up on the mic and started cutting it. And then as everybody was laughing, everybody around that's watching was applauding that homosexual. Am I lying? They were applauding him, clapping, laughing, thinking that that behavior that he was doing was funny. And then when I addressed the crowd, I said, you brothers and sisters is looking at this, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Laughing and clapping right along with him, as if this is funny. I said, what happened to him was he was molested as a child, man. I said he was hurt. As a kid. This is why he's gay. This is why he's doing what he's doing on this. This is why he's twerking as a man. He's a man. He's a man twerking in y'all laughing at. I said all of you should be ashamed of your goddamn self. And you know what he did after that? He walked up to the camp and he said, "Man, you should be right." He said, "I was molested by somebody in my family." He said he molested everybody in the family. Am I lying about this? This is what the homosexual came. Am I lying? Tears, crying. Am I lying? He come over there because I really addressed what happened to him. You understand? Everybody else thought it was funny. I didn't think that was funny. My brothers being homosexual is not funny. My sisters being lesbian is not funny. That's not cute. That's not cute. To see a man twerk. You understand? To see a man out in the street, in the middle of the street. As the cars is rolling past, he in the middle of the street twerking in front of everybody, pulling his shirt up and all that. What am I lying? I don't want people to think I'm going crazy. I'm just saying something. This actually took place. This dude was doing all of this on the corner, man. In the middle of the street. On the bus stop. Kids is out. Old men, everybody outside. And this is how he was acting. But once I turned around and dug deep into what was actually wrong with him, he came over to the camp in tears crying, talking about that's exactly what happened to me. I got molested when I was little. When I was little. And what's the percentage on that? Cabal, 90. What, 6? 96%. 96% of our people that get molested that are gay and lesbian have gotten molested as a kid.
Go ahead. From the reports it said 47% being molested. However, the general standard for whatever the number of percentage for molestation reports is that you double it for those who never reported it. Because they estimate 1 out of 2 and 1 out of 3 cases actually report the molestation. In most cases, when they go tell parents, like somebody touched me, and they parents ain't nobody touched you or whatever. It goes past that. It never goes past that. So that stat never gets reported. So the ones who actually came through and filed a report in the system that can be recorded, 47%. 47%. So they usually double that to about 94%. Giving room for those who never reported their molestation.
And that is true. And you don't think something is wrong with both of those things. Child molestation and homosexuality. because of our children being touched. That's what they grow up into. That's what they grow up into. That brother that approached the camp turned into a full blown sissy. Why? Because no one helped him. They didn't report it. They didn't report it. They didn't do anything about it. He just had to sit. He just had to sit and suffer. Probably, like he said, some family member, and all the time. This brother said whoever this person was in his family molested everybody in his family. That's what he said. And I'm sure it just went on every weekend or every day, probably. You understand? And this dude is traumatized, man. He wasn't just gay by choice. He didn't just choose to be gay. He was molested. He was molested as a child. And we don't think nothing's wrong about it. Go ahead.
This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing new. This ain't breaking news. Everybody know. If you didn't have it in your family, you knew somebody who had it in their family. That uncle you ain't lead the kids around. That auntie you ain't lead the little boys around. Because all of a sudden something always happened. It was stories about it, but ain't nobody ever do nothing. And when it happened to the children, they was just told to shut up, or to the little girls, oh, it's because you being fast. A 10-year-old girl ain't being fast when she's molested by an adult. That's
no. She didn't walk up. She didn't walk up to this adult talking about something. Hey, what's your number? Right. Do you have a woman? You understand? I'm pretty sure she was somewhere looking over her while she was being a child, playing with dolls, or doing some homework or something like that. You understand? Doing what little girls like to do. But it's a shame. But it's a shame that our children have to lose their innocence in such a way that it gets stolen. They don't even have the opportunity to grow into adulthood. One day find that person that they want to give their body to. You totally strip them from that. You know what I'm saying? And victimizing them, you do such a horrendous thing by doing that to our children. And then they become some of the worst people on the planet, man. You understand? They have the opportunity to be every little thing in the world. Our kids dreams and what they want to be. Playing on the playground, they want to be a fireman or a nurse or a doctor. We're gonna throw that cop thing out the window. Our kids, a lot of them say that's just routine talk. You understand? They've routinely been taught to say they want to be a cop. No nigga want to be no cop. You understand? As a child. Our kids know that they are the biggest murderers to ever live. Especially when it comes to our people. They've been murdering us since way back. Kids know that. Sidebar. I see. You remember that video? The little girl was riding in her little power wheel. White cop pulled up behind her. And when the cop come to the car, she jumped out and ran. And she was a little girl about 4 or 5. That's a damn shame. Our children know who the damn murderer of our people is. So I just had to bring that out real quick. But like I said, man, this is terrible. That this kind of stuff is happening in the black community, and nobody even cares but us. Who else is speaking out against homosexuality? Not your pastor. Because you know he one of the biggest sissies in your city. He one of the biggest sissies in your city. So he's not going to speak out against a goddamn thing. You understand? Why would he speak out against himself? Just like Eddie Long supposedly was against homosexuality. But then come out being one of the biggest homos and one of the biggest child predators ever known.
Right.
I mean, he preyed on them little boys, man. Looking for the ones that don't have a father. Instead of being a father figure, he wanted to be a lover. He wanted to be these kids' lovers, man. Taking these kids on extravagant damn trips. What you doing there for? In exchange for their body. Like not trying to show them, hey man, I know you grew up kind of rough. You grew up kind of rough. Had much. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You had your father in your life. Struggled like mother struggled like crazy to support you and this and that. Man, we just gonna take y'all somewhere, man, and let y'all do it big. Not just being like a big brother to him. You know what I'm saying? Looking after your little people. He understood the ones that are fortunate. You know, less fortunate. That ain't why he did it. He did it in exchange for their bodies, man. Those kids said that he was sending them those muscle shirts. You know what I'm saying? It started with the muscle shirt. He's sending them pictures of. Why are you sending pictures of your body, your workout gear? Who cares, man? Then it went to taking his shirt off, revealing his body to these little boys. One of them killed themselves, man. And you know what that pastor did? He felt no shame. Right. He felt no shame at all. They turned around and after all of those charges. Did you see that bogus stunt that he did? Where he had one of the members. The sister had the shades on. And she walked up to him and handed him a big stack of cash. And the crowd went wild. The crowd went wild. They turned around, and he's sitting up there preaching and talking and this and that. The whole time he talking. This woman is walking down. You know, you got stage. Stage. They ain't just got no. They got a stadium in their church. You understand? So she's walking down to him as he's just sitting acting like it's part of the act. You could tell when you look at this. Look this up on YouTube.
Would you wake up and trade places with somebody who was on the heavy side?
I'm glad she asked because this is giving me very much when the sociologist Dr. Jane asked that room for the white people. Raise your hand if you want to be treated like how black people are treated in this country. Or raise your hand if you
whatever act they gonna put on. How they gonna dance down the aisle? You know what I'm saying? All of that is a show. Everything. Even his speech. That's part of the show. Right. And he's sitting there talking. Trying to walk back and forth like he don't know what's about to happen. And then all of a sudden he turned around and bumped into the lady. And there she is with a wad of cash. He just sticks it in his hand. And then walk back to her seat. And everybody just started into the lady. And there she is, wad of cash. The Holy Ghost for that. Walk back speaking in tongues. Shuffle over everybody. That's what they started doing. Wad of cash. Holy Ghost for that. Speaking in tongues, shuffle over everybody. That's what they started doing. Holy Ghost. Speaking in tongues, shuffle over everybody. That's what they started doing. Holy Ghost. Speaking in tongues, shuffle over everybody. That's what they started doing. Holy Ghost. Speaking in tongues, shuffle over everybody. That's what they started doing. Shut in a dress figure, in a dress. Damn dress was way too big. 20 sizes too big for olive oil. Head bigger than a goddamn body. That's all she was. That's all she was. In a dress. Damn dress was way too 20 sizes too big for olive oil. Head bigger than a goddamn body. That's all she was. That's all she was. In a dress. Damn dress was way too 20 sizes too big for olive oil. Head bigger than a goddamn body. That's all she was. That's all she was. In a dress. Damn dress was way too 20 sizes too big for olive oil. Head bigger than a goddamn body. That's all she was. That's all she was. In a dress. Damn dress was way too 20 sizes too big. What's the other one? Head bigger than a goddamn body. That's all she was. That's all she was. In a dress. Damn dress was way too 20 sizes too big. What's the other one? Head bigger than a goddamn body. That's all she was. That's all she was. Stop and do it. The one who orchestrated, spearheaded that whole march and civil rights thing. Martin Luther King, they just use him to push it. But because Barry Rustin didn't really have a name like Martin Luther King. Go ahead.
Because they knew we wouldn't accept homosexuals. They knew that we wasn't gonna let that fly. That's why Martin Luther King had to have that white woman. We wasn't gonna let that fly. We let all that stuff go. All that stuff we don't consider that consequential. No, back then, no. He knew for a fact it would go nowhere if he was the face of it. Because wasn't no black man, woman or child about to follow no gay man.
And then after its success, they switched to gay rights. Civil rights went to gay rights. And guess what we're doing right now? Same old thing. The Black Lives Matter. The Black Lives Matter, led by gays. Right? Gay women founded that organization. Lesbian women founded Black Lives Matter. And now, like I said, the children started protesting right along with Black Lives Matter. And then now, protesting gay rights. It's the same old thing. That's what happened when you are a Christian. You understand? When you are a Christian in the Christian church, you love everybody. God love everybody. Jesus died for everybody. This is what you get. You're gonna get homosexual out of the men, women, and the damn children. Out of everybody. You're gonna get homosexual, and that is an agenda being pushed on us.
Hundreds of students in Missouri walk out of their high school and protest on Monday after gay teens who allegedly faced weeks of harassment was suspended following a physical fight with the suspected bullies.
Keep going.
Danny Lilly is an openly gay senior at Lee Summit High School. Told the Kansas City Star that he and his friends have been subjects of bullying from another group of students since the beginning of the school year.
We're having pop-ups. Boy, I hate them things. I hate them pop-ups and articles and on YouTube. We got them commercials. I'm glad they came up with this skip thing. Good night. Go ahead.
The group allegedly targeted Lilly's because of his sexuality, and because he wasn't afraid to express himself or wear makeup to school. According to Melanie Davies, the mother of Lily's friend. Milani Holabar. The students are also accused of shouting hateful remarks and throwing at Lily's and his friends. The senior reported going to the administrators at least 4 times. Crying, and telling them that he didn't feel safe, but nothing changed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like if you so out, let it scream, let it shout, and that's what you all about. And that's what you all about. What the hell are you crying for? You know what I'm saying? Come on, be a man. Be a man. I can't say that. Because you want to be a woman. I can't tell you to be a man. Because you want to be a goddamn woman. When you're not. Let the kids come home. They got bullied eggs. Be a man. Hey, you be a man. You don't let nobody hit you. Don't let nobody hit you. Don't no fool at you. And you hit him back. And you hit him back. In this case, his mother. You got his mother, and his mother's going to school, and they hurt my son. They threw a chicken nugget upside his head. You crying for that? When I have seen gays, like I said, when I went to Roosevelt, I seen gays almost in a dead. They didn't beat them so damn bad. And here you would just get a chicken nugget thrown upside your head, and you crying? You know we was your punk ass. That's what we would say to you. You would get drove and get talked about. That would happen. That would happen. You understand? Go ahead.
So reading, waiting for. Oh, he was going home getting beat up. You mean a food fight? Yeah. You hundreds of students walked out because they were throwing food at them. What?
Man. And then I remember the damn food fight. Nobody got mad at the food. Everybody just started throwing food. Let somebody get hit. They sitting there trying to eat. I done seen that happen several times. Food fight break out, man. They get to throwing food, and people that's trying to eat chicken nugget hit with a chicken nugget. Get up and throw a chicken nugget back at. Nobody actually got mad about a food fight. They just started throwing food back. Once they got it, you know what I'm saying? Ridiculous. That's why they walked out the class because this sissy went crying. You understand? Like I said, I can't tell him be a man and throw a chicken nugget back at him. You understand? Like, come on. You can't tell him that. You gotta. Come on, baby girl. You gotta treat him like a damn girl. You gotta treat him like a damn girl. You gotta treat him like a girl. Some girls, them sisters, come on now. They ain't no punks now. You understand? And I ain't even talking about the lesbians.
Right.
I'm talking about the sisters that's straight. They ain't no punks. You don't no chicken nugget at them. You understand? And don't think you ain't get a chicken nugget and some hands. Okay. I know some sisters, boy, that would throw some nuggets, throw some trays, and some hands eventually once you get close enough. I done seen it happen. I went to school. Okay. And I seen talking about a sister, boy. This I went to school with, man, Roro. Right, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret about business. I'm telling my business. Right, Cap used to be in a gang. When I was in school. Right, and I turned around, and it was an incident. It didn't really have nothing to do with me. Right. a brother was from the other gang was harassing a brother that I actually knew his sister. This girl was beautiful. She was a model. She started taking pictures over in the Serious Build. I forgot who it was. She started with that. And then later became like a model. This girl was beautiful. And this guy tried to holler at her, but she didn't want her. She was just crying. Because his brother kept me. I said, man, leave her alone. And then before you know it, everybody was behind me. And I wasn't even trying to fight. Fight the cat. It was just that, man, leave her alone. She don't want you, bro. Just leave her alone. So somebody that was behind me started throwing ice. Once he saw that he was outnumbered, he was ready to go. He turned around, and somebody started throwing ice, cups, whatever. And so of course, he, I was responsible because I'm the one that threw. I didn't throw. I don't even know who. I don't know who started throwing what. I just got 50 Negroes behind me throwing things at this door. So he ended up catching me by myself, him and his people, right? The fight broke out. I'm fighting 5 cats by myself. Nobody else was around. You know who helped me? Roro did. All I kept hearing as I'm fighting these 5 niggas, I heard her brother. Get off my little brother. She throwing them too. She throwing them hands right along with me. So then we finished. She's like, you alright, bro? She fine. She fine. She niggas out there. She good. You understand? I'm sitting there like, this the only motherfucker that helped me. Was a girl. This chick here was so tough. Roro was bad. She was about it, boy. She was gangster. She almost killed the cat in the mall. It was a brother. I forgot what he did to her. What he said to her. This sister. I'm talking about came next day like Blade. Had that trench coat on. Turned around and was just on him all day. It's like she would all day. Every class we in, lunch, break. Everything. She just liked everything. She just liked it. You know what I mean? Turn around and we all used to go down to the mall. A bar that they closed and made some lofts out of now. The mall that used to be downtown. The center. She turned around and caught this cat going in one of the Famous and Bar, I think it was. Yeah, caught him going in Famous and Bar. Right? Got two big old Ninas. It's in the mall. She's finna kill this cat. She turned around, stuck them guns in his sides. Nigga, walk with me. And wherever he was going, if he'd have walked with her, she was finna kill this dude. Roro was about it. And he turned around, did the old magical spell. I'm looking at this, like, God damn, she finna kill this dude. Turned around and he did the old magical spin, and grabbed her. You know what I'm saying? And start screaming and yelling. She got a gun. And pushed her through the doors and ran for his life. Now, like I said, I know some sisters would have took that chicken nugget and shoved it up your ass. I told her to start crying, but this dude runs to the office and start crying about a food fight. Come on. I know some more. Go ahead. Come on with it.
Whole ball finally had enough. She ran up the stairs after one of the boys telling them not to talk to them like that.
Now wait. The homosexual chasing them.
Because they're talking. They're talking.
In
the homosexual group is running after chasing.
And they start running after them. Okay.
Lily's and another friend followed Home Ball to confront the boy.
So the homosexuals confront the other people. The ones in the other group that was throwing the food.
At this point, the food thing happened weeks ago. At one point, this is one boy.
So this is a whole nother day.
Okay. So then at this point, there's one boy saying something, and then there's three homosexuals coming after him at this point
to confront him.
To confront.
Okay.
Let's see. According to Davies, and encountered another student who they also accused of bullying them. When Hobart attempted to get around the student who was walking in front of them, their shoulders hit.
Wait. But it said you did. You went to confront them. You confront them. You confront them. You're about that drunk. You're bringing it to them. You didn't come to them and try to nicely and calmly talk. Confront is something totally different. And then this is after you claim the stuff happened. You understand? Like why didn't you confront the chicken nugget upside your head? You can't turn around and come to nobody. That's in the law. That's in the law. You understand? You can't confront someone because confronting them says a totally different thing than talk. Confront means that you are addressing them in a particular manner that may cause some strife. That may cause an argument. You understand? And that's why I'm walking. That's why I'm walking you through that. So the people that's listening and watching and hear and understand that nobody. This homosexual actually started by you confronting. If someone had done something to you at that moment, you had every right to deal with them and defend yourself. He chose to go and cry to administration. And nobody's trying to hear that mess about a damn chicken nugget going upside your head. Who the hell is trying to talk to you about what happened? What's wrong? He hit me with a chicken nugget. Who in the hell is finna write up some paperwork about that? You understand? Who is he finna go address the kids about? Man, look, hey, a food fight.
Okay, sorry.
A chicken nugget upside your head. And you crying. But then now that they talking, ain't nobody did nothing. Or they put their hands or they food on you. Right. And now you want to go get two of your friends to go and confront them. Talking about you ain't gonna talk to me like that. Go ahead.
Talking on another floor. They ran up the
stairs. They had to go up right. So they on another floor talking. And you just say, enough is enough. So you run after them. When they probably wasn't even talking to you. They probably wasn't even talking to you. You all on another floor. And you have to run up to them. Go ahead.
Davey said the student shoved her daughter. Shoved her daughter. So she shoved her daughter. Hobart is the daughter. Who again? Davies, the one who's telling the story is the mother of Hobart. And it says, right? When Hobart attempted to get around the student, she bumped one of their shoulders. So then that person pushed her.
Because you
came up here to confront me. And you bumped my shoulder. And then you bumped my shoulder. And then he pushed her. And so then he pushed her. And she pushed him back. But of course, Davies, who's the mother of Hobart, of course she's going to pay to her side. But even in the story you told, your daughter was the one who's confronting people, and your daughter's the first one who physically touched anybody.
Absolutely. And you're the one in the wrong. This is why you got the damn suspension. No, nobody did anything to you. You turned around. And you started that. Even if that is correct, that y'all had a food or they threw food at you. Even if that's correct. That's still a chicken nugget upside your head. Ain't nothing. Like I said, I've seen it happen. People that actually had nothing to do with it just took and threw food back. That was the most that happened in a food fight. You know what I'm saying, Bob? That was the most that happened. That was the most that happened, man. Was just another nugget back at you. You know, that's it. But not turn around and do all of this unnecessary over some food. Over some food. Go ahead.
Sir. It says No teachers were around, and students broke it up. She said. She claimed the school.
They turned around and did this when nobody was around. So they know exactly what they was doing. They knew what they was doing. Come on, man, we can't keep trying to sit here and play like gays are so damn innocent.
Right.
They knew exactly what they was doing. They knew that no student was around. There's a faculty in the damn cafeteria where they throw the food. There's someone that you could tell right there in that room, not really cried to the principal. There's someone in the that should have saw it. They should have saw the person throwing the damn nugget because they're standing there watching, making sure that everybody and everything is okay. They got the cafeteria workers. Now you can't really hold them accountable to see it. They got to make the food. You understand? They got to make the trade. You understand? So they can't really hold them accountable. But there's staff right there. Depending on how big. You know what I'm saying? The lunchtime. How many classes they got? How many students they got? And sometimes this one in every damn corner of the room. It's core in each corner. I've seen. You understand? I've been to school before. And they turn around and they walk in, they check. You know what I'm saying? They just walking around. Students get to talking to them. You know what I mean? Saying whatever to them. You know, usually staff right there. But this homosexual turned around and had to go into the office and tell. Stop. Go ahead.
That was answer. She claims the school never told her that there had been a fight, or that her daughter had been injured.
That's the mother saying that about her little badass child that just started this fight on the second floor on another floor where nobody was even talking to you, saying anything to you. You ran after them. Staff is nowhere in sight. But then now you holding staff responsible for what your child. Okay. Keep going.
Hoball reportedly threw up twice at school following the altercation. And was taken to the emergency room by Davy, where she was diagnosed with a broken nose.
Hey, you got your ass whooped. That's what happens when you start fights. That's what happens when you start stuff with people, ain't it? Ain't that what they say? Huh? You gonna get what you asking for. That's an ass whooping. And you ran up on these people asking for this ass whooping.
Right.
You got That's one of them beatdowns that I used to see. I used to see them gagging and throwing up and leaking. What they say, leaking blood be everywhere. Oh my God, I saw it. Like I said, Roosevelt didn't play that, boy. I'm pretty sure they was doing it at every school. But Roosevelt was one that if you was gay, you didn't want to go there. You understand? After that, because all of them got. Like I said, if you sneeze like you gay, you was getting ass like a man. You better sneeze like a man. You better chill. You better chill. You sneeze like a sissy. Boy, they finna beat your ass. I'm telling you, I saw it. You remember hearing about that at Roosevelt? I'm telling you. Come on, man. Go ahead. Man, come on. What's that old song? Walk like a man, talk like a man. You understand? You better walk and talk like a man around them. Because they was putting some good night. I seen it. So because you didn't got your ass. This whole thing. Hundreds of students got to come. And don't even know what the hell going on. Don't even realize that this person started this whole altercation.
Right.
The one that you is protesting for is the one that turned around and started the whole incident. You cannot confront anyone about anything and then think that everything is going to go smooth. And then you just so happen you're trying to walk past them, but you bumped them. You trying to walk around them, but you bumps them. Come on, ain't nobody stupid, but your mom. She the only one to believe that. She the only one to believe that nonsense. Go ahead,
and Salakia. The craziest part is that's the best case scenario. You know when people Because you know when people tell a story, they usually lie, especially when you did that. When you knew wasn't no stab around. So this is what you come to. This is what you come to. Just listening to their side of the story. You don't even have to listen to. You don't even have to listen to the other side of the story yet. From your side of the story, like from your side of the story, I can tell you ran up on people who were not anywhere near you first, and then you the first one who physically touched them after you decided to confront them with a group of your friends. Like that sounds like you trying to jump somebody. What are you talking about? You waited until wasn't no cameras, wasn't no stab. You and a group of your friends and went to go confront somebody. Right. And that's what they're walking out protesting? Because you got suspended. You tried to jump somebody.
Right. Two of your friends with you. And this is what they protested against. They pushing their confusion on our children, man. To where they can't dig this and see what happened. All they doing is what the rest of the world is doing. It's advocating for homosexuals. That's all they doing. And because you heard something happen to a homo, now you all up in arms, and then now the whole school is walking out of class because of this. Not even knowing the whole story. Not even knowing what actually happened. A food fight had you crying. That's what happened. A food fight. Like I said, a chicken nugget upside the head. Come on, man. Who cries about that? Come on. And then you done went to the staff. Four times crying about you getting the chicken nugget slapped upside your head because you gay. But you so open and out and. You know, ain't no shame in your game and all that nonsense. You gay, you proud and all of that. But then turn around and you crying to the principal, trying to get those kids suspended. When you want, like I said, nobody likes gays. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes gay men. Nobody likes gay men. Nobody likes gay women, lesbian women. Nobody likes training. See, they start murdering more and more trainees, man. You turn around, they gotta stop that mess, man. They be lying to these men that they be creeping with. Go ahead, you say something. Go ahead.
To them, what they keep saying is they not lying. That they are real women. They don't even use the term like. Because I remember somebody. I think it was on like an interview. They were doing an interview on like Charlamagne or something like that, and they had two trannies up there with them. And he said something about natural women, and it was like, no, that's not the right term.
They said it's not who?
The right term for a woman who was born a woman. Calling her a natural woman. That's not right.
What's the term? So what's the term?
They said that they natural and they women too.
Good, nice.
When they go talk to these men, they don't even consider that they're lying because they say that they're natural women.
Come on, good, nice. Come on, confusion. You see the confusion. The confusion in this place. Like that is disgusting. How a woman born a woman is not natural. But you are. You had to get fixed and take shots and pills, hormones, all that, juice and all that in order to look like you a woman. You still don't. You understand? Still do not look like a woman. The white man is getting better. The white man is getting better with his surgery. You understand? And you still can tell. You know what I'm saying? You still can tell that these men or women. I seen some after pictures of a woman. Turn around before and after. You know what I'm saying? She had her breast. And then where she turned around and was using what's that little tight for the bra? Hold down real tight. What's that thing called? The trainer, I think. Try to hide them breasts, and then to full-blown surgery to where they cut them all off. And you understand? And now it kind of looks like she has sex, but it's still the breast. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the white man is getting better and better at his surgery, but you can still tell she was a woman. You still is a woman, but you know, when it had surgery. But like I said, that's still, a mean, they still lying to these people. Who was in it and was doing that to these gay men around here? These straight brothers around here that was, man, he was doing it to some students at I think it was Wash U. Damn. I can't remember if he was a student at Wash U or he was just doing this. Too. A lot of Wash U students, he would catch them at the bar. I don't know if he put something in their drink or he would follow the ones that got extremely drunk and then he would playhouse, breaking their crib and was raping. You remember that? I can't remember exactly how that happened, man. But that's tough. That's tough. And these trainings, man, now wasn't it like 2, 3? They got shot in the last year. I think it was like 3 of them. And now they pushing it. They advocating more for these trainings. Like let them all get shot. That's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. Don't go fighting. Don't go fighting for them. Don't let them get shot. Let them get shot for lying to these men, claiming it their women. Whether they drunk or not, whatever your excuse would be, they slept with this thing. You understand? But man, that's what's gonna happen to you. That's actually your judgment in the Bible. If you get put to death, boy, it ain't gonna be no train. What a wonderful day that's gonna be. Ain't gonna be no trains in the kingdom. Ain't gonna be no gays in the kingdom. It ain't gonna be no soft brothers. Is gonna be hard. Brothers is gonna be hard like they supposed to be, man. Hardcore, man. That's how the black and Hispanic man is supposed to be. Not being all soft and sissified. Brothers are supposed to be as extremely masculine as they want. Every other man is. Right? White man, he could be Rambo, Rocky. He could be Rocky. You understand? He could be Batman. He could be just every damn masculine thing on the planet. But as soon as the black man start talking too tough, he got to be quiet. As soon as the black man speaks out against homosexuality, something is ruining the black community. Homosexuality is ruining our community. It's not helping it none. It's already filled with enough filth. And now they're pushing it on these kids, where these kids have walked out of their classes to support the damn criminal. The student, the one that claimed to have been getting bullied, is the one that started the mess. When no one was around. That's who started. That's who accidentally bumped into someone all of a sudden. When you go to confront somebody, and rightfully so, that student got suspended. They were supposed to. They're the one that started the altercation. The teachers, the staff, the principal, they didn't do anything wrong. Their judgment was just. It was right. But what they're doing is trying to put the homosexual mess in it. Trying to make you feel sorry for this homosexual. Trying to say, I was bullied. Nobody bullied you. They just hit you with a chicken nugget at lunch. And then you wanted to cry about it. Then after that, you wanted to fight about it. You want to take 2 of your friends to go and confront and jump them. That's what you mean. You got the brakes beat off of your ass. Throw it up, and your nose broke.
That's a lot. All of the students got suspended. Last time I checked that anyway. Where I grew up, it's zero tolerance. If you in a fight, you get suspended. Now whether you was the cause of that fight or not, you still going home.
Zero tolerance is kind of. I still don't agree. You understand? All fights are not mutual. All incidents are not just mutual. Where I want to fight you. I don't like you. I hate you. Nigga, what's up? And then we start fighting. That's not how every fight is. There are some fights where one person is absolutely innocent and the other starts. Like in this, the ones even if they did have some prior words, with each other.
Even if they did throw a chicken nugget at a week.
They
still at that moment was not bothering them, was not talking to them, wasn't even thinking about it. And then here comes homosexuals trying to start a fight with the heterosexuals. That's what happened. And who are they fighting? They fighting for the damn homosexual. When you don't need no fight. Just be gay. Like why do we have to support? That's what I want to say. Why is there an accept? We must accept homosexuality. Why is that even out? Nobody's forcing their heterosexuality on you. I'm not telling you I'm straight and I'm proud and you better like it, love it. You know what I'm saying? Because I am what I am. Who cares? Do you understand? Other than me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Who cares? You gay? Who cares, man? Go be gay. Go be gay. Just don't come over. Go be gay. Just don't come over here.
That's right.
Because you'll get your nose. You understand? You'll get your guts busted. You turn around and throw it up for a week. You understand? You'll get your ass whooped. That's what will happen. But just go be gay. If that's what you want. Find your gay circle. Someone who likes it. That's probably what we're trying to push that gay mess on you. Straight brothers and sisters. And they didn't go for it. They whooped your ass. They wasn't going for it. Keep going. Got some more? Some more?
They were protesting because according to their the ones who started the fight, that's what the protest is about. That's what the protest is about. Because the pro gay started the fight, and they got mad that they got suspended because they got what it was they ended up with broken noses and bruises and cuts. You started the fight. You got your butt whooped. And now you mad that you get suspended.
Right. Come on. That's ridiculous. It is. It really is. And this is why none of our people, number one, no black, Hispanic, Native Indian, no Israelite is supposed to be gay or either lesbian. This is why we're not supposed to advocate for this mess. You understand? We're not supposed to turn around and support these people. It's sick. Being gay is disgusting, man. The only one who's pushing it is on our people, on blacks and Hispanic. Hey man, you proud? Hey, come on out. Be who you are. Like I said, they're not doing it with nobody else. They're not parading their children around as there's something great when they're gay. You understand? And they're lesbian. You barely hear white people talk about it, man. They just do what they do. I don't hear any other race of people running around bragging on being gay. They just do what they do. But it's us, like you said, bro. This was something that we never accepted. We didn't accept homosexuality. And that's why I'm pushing more and more on these kids. That's why they pushing more and more in our community. That's why they pushing it more and more on TV shows like Orange is the New Black. Everybody in there, and then everybody in there is gay. What was that movie? Oz. Best me up when I found out the roughest, toughest damn Negro in the prison was a homosexual. The baddest Negro in the damn prison was a full-out sissy. I was like, oh man. I stopped watching. You know what I'm saying? Once I found out, what was his name? Adabuse, whatever the hell his name. When I found out the roughest, toughest, I'm like, he calling all the shots. He getting everybody ass whooped left. This dude was a killer. And to find out that he's a sissy, I said, oh, I'm just watching. You understand? These new shows, I can't even get with it. What's the other? The new norm. You understand?
You understand?
I ain't watching.
I ain't watching that episode of these shows.
It's just disgusting.
You seeing the title,
and you know who the new
Norm was. It was our faces that's
playing
the ones that's playing these characters in these roles.
Right. It's us that they trying
to push this on.
The new norm.
The new norm.
Guess what? It wasn't
normal for us.
Homosexuality
and lesbianism was just not normal for us. It is for them. It is for them.
It is for the other nations.
It is for the other nations. People
all day long.
But for us, we didn't play. Homie don't play that.
You understand?
We still don't play that in the UPK.
You understand?
We are totally against what God is against. And God is against homosexuality
in
any way, shape, form, or fashion.
Joe
Biden, as soon as he came in the door, that was the first thing when he started pushing was rights for homosexuals and lesbians. Kids in the sports to be playing in cross-gender, where the boys play in the girls' sport and the girls play in the boys.
It's not even a match.
Every training, every homosexual man that gets in the sport with the woman, they dominate. That's a woman. I want to see that. That's not a sport I would want to see. I want to see that event. A bunch of men. Now, don't get me wrong. We turn around and have men versus women like competition, like Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? Card games. We'll go to the arcade and we men against women. Something like that. It's all fun. But not to turn around and see track stars, tennis players. Yeah, come on. Like,
Serena Williams, she's one of the best tennis players, female tennis players in the world. She used to practice with like the 200 ranked dude and was getting her butt whooped. She's far and away the number one woman, but number 200 though from Singapore over there. He's kicking her butt. I was explaining this to my daughter the other day. At puberty, your body goes through different physiological changes, whether you're a man or a woman. Their bones, their muscles, get denser just by their hormones. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you change your gender or you start taking them hormones when you become an adult. When you went through puberty as a boy, you forever have denser bones and harder and bigger muscles. Period. Like you're physiologically different. You're physiologically stronger and faster. So to compete, it doesn't make sense. That's why that one guy who just retired from powerlifting, he was the mediocre powerlifter, but was an Olympian because he was a trans. And his country, he almost won. He set a new woman's world record in powerlifting because he's a man.
Stupid. This place is backwards. Upside down. And what did the scripture say? Give me that in Revelation. Give me that scripture real quick. We'll roll with that. Go ahead, bro.
Pull one.
Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 9. Know ye not, righteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God. Be not deceived, neither fornicator, nor idolater, nor adulterer, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind.
Right. That's it right there. That's it. You are abusing yourself with mankind. You can't. A man is not supposed to be with another man. A woman is not supposed to be with another woman. You understand? You understand? The Lord did not create. You understand? You understand? You understand? You understand? The people that's pushing that mess, you do. The Africans. They started. The Africans were. They were the biggest at that time.
Right.
And now the white man just took over. You understand? You understand?
Over now. Hey, that's his thing. Go ahead, Cabal. You got to read.
Tell the
Book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, become the habitation of devils.
This is the habitation of devils. Who runs this? You understand? The devil does. The so-called white man. The so-called white man. Not nobody up under the ground. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And behold, of every foul spirit and cave of every unclean and hateful bird.
You understand that? Every foul spirit lives here. You understand? This is the habitation of devils. Every foul spirit in the cage of every unclean bird. Man. You understand? That's what this place is. And then, like I said, they push that mess on these kids. With that, like you said, with the training that was teaching. You know what I'm saying? The nonsense reading story time to children. Go ahead.
Let's not leave out the sex offender training.
Absolutely. There's a child molesting center. You understand? And here you go. You've taken your children to him and letting them read them stories. Instead of being totally shunned to where he would not be able to come around. You understand? That's what we need. That's what we need to start doing with gays. Not accepting them and loving them for who they are. It's a shame for them to be that way. And if we shun more of them, guess what? We just might gain some of them back. We just might win some of them back. If you freaky pastors and you sexual deviant people stop molesting these kids. Yeah, we just might be able to get some of them back, and even keep them away from that filthy lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? That filthy lifestyle, because it's not an alternative. It's actually a death sentence. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and Shalom Israel.